Everybody has a podcast.
Hey now, welcome in everybody to episode 157. Everybody has a podcast 933 in the place to be, everybody. Oh, how was your weekend this weekend, y'all? Mine was, it was okay. I had a fucked up ass headache on Saturday, not very fun, but you know how that goes sometimes. Hope all you had a great weekend, though, in spite of.
Jay Wiggy, take out the trash!
Oh, Grant Mills. Yeah, we missed you. We missed you Saturday night. It was LD and Big Mustard and myself watching the ball game. So it wasn't the same without you, homie.
How did that go?
It was fun. We had a good time. What a game. I mean, we were all glued to the television, sat outside. I set up the tent on the deck, had the TV out there. You know, Big Mustard was rolled a few, had a bunch of happy dads. I probably drink way too many happy dads, to be honest with you. The next day, I felt like shit and I threw up in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah. they go down so easy, man. That's the problem. But good day, good football, good friendship. Nice to catch up with LD. It's been a minute. Always a pleasure seeing Big Mustard. But back to you. Now, is the headache better? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I just didn't want to come over there and be a downer, man. My head did not feel good. So,
Did you? What do you think it was? Do you think you maybe dehydrated?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. It was not fun, but you know, we got through it. So
Yeah,
I ain't dead yet.
still making it. Still making it. Well, it's good to hear. It was a great football weekend. Honestly, there was a lot of good
It was
games.
a really good game, man. I thought Bama had it locked away until the second half. They came back, but man, what a play at the end there.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Ron Williams is going to be talked about for a long time. He's a legend, and he's only halfway through his first year, a freshman season. It's incredible how good he is. Definitely one of a kind. Oh, Sark joined the room, taking his break from his coaching duties down at Texas. Welcome, Sark.
Yeah, he left. He came in like right back out.
I can't even. It's so funny. I see the join, but I don't see the. And he turned into Nadav. Welcome to the room. But yeah, good weekend. Great football. We got the picks coming up later. Maybe some surprises in that. So we'll go down that list. What else? So you had a headache Saturday. You weren't feeling too hot. Anything else happened this weekend? Did you make up for it Sunday, or just kind of take it easy?
Just been taking it easy, man. I didn't do too much. So I fixed those chorizo burgers, man. They're pretty good.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that. What was the recipe for that guy?
Just some chorizo, smashed it, a little red onion, or you can do white onion if you want. A little lettuce on there, sesame bread, and mayonnaise. It was pretty good, but I didn't mix it with any beef or anything. It's just straight up chorizo.
Man, that's good stuff, man. Big Mustard actually brought over some air fried chicken wings he had cooked. He had asked me if I wanted to bust out the grill. I had already put it up. I think I'm actually out of propane, so I hate that I couldn't come through on a grill, man, because he always brings good stuff to cook, man. But the air frying, he did it right, man. He knows how to season. He's a jack of all trades. So we ate pretty good. That was pretty nice, and you sound like you did as well. So good stuff,
man. Pete Rose died today.
I saw that, man. That's sad. I told you, and I think I talked about it last year on the podcast, that I ran into him in the airport. Did I talk about that?
I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, man. Not even a year ago. Actually a little over a year ago. When we were coming back from Las Vegas, we were good place for Pete Rose, ever the gambler, coming back, and we were one of the first on the flight, Southwest flight. And he was right behind me. And he came up to me, kind of tapped me, and was asking about seating and showing me what line you do the corral there. You're A30, 31. He's like right behind me. And he was like talking about it and kind of bitching about it. Honestly, he was not in a good mood. And I instantly recognized. I was like, "Oh my god, this is Pete fucking Rose right behind me." I'm never one of those people that want to bother somebody for a picture or an autograph. Man, I'm not that kind of guy. I kind of let them do their thing. You know how it is, man. I don't like bothering celebrities. It's not like I see them much, anyways. But there is a part of me, man, that wishes I would at least shaken his hand or asked him, acknowledged that he's actually Pete Rose, but he wasn't in the
man, you got any good bets going on?
Yeah. Man, how'd you hit him out there in Vegas, boy?
Yeah.
But it was a cool moment, though, because I think, I looked at him later and was kind of like in awe, and he looked at me and kind of like gave me a little nod or a little smile. It'd been funny if he shot me a bird.
It's me, boy, the all-time hit king.
Yeah, he did not do that. He was, super nice. Just seemed irritated about the flight. I think we were already pushed back. But, man, I do wish I would have said something. I saw him get off in Houston. I think Houston or Dallas, where we stopped at. And I think that was his final destination. But yeah, man, rest in peace, dude. He was pretty active. It seemed like up until the end. So God bless him, dude. What a great career he had. Besides that legacy, man, he was the hit king. He was just a ball player, man.
Yeah, but man, yeah, he. You think he belongs in the Hall of Fame?
100%, no doubt. They need to stop all that political bullshit, man. I mean, he did what he did. It's not like, man, fuck all that political shit. Not political, but baseball politics and stuff. Oh, you bet on the ball game. Well, who cares?
Didn't he do that when he was a manager though?
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
and then also he didn't bet on his own team, did he?
Yeah, I don't think he did, man. And also, that was a different time back then, man. I mean, nowadays I can understand you have access to information so quickly. You're texting everybody. I mean, to really actually bet and make it, kind of I don't know, kind of make it worth your while, dude. He's just gambling back then, having fun with it. Now, have a little more insight and a little more sway, I would imagine. Back then, dude, he's just laying down a couple of bets.
Oh man, yeah. Rest in peace to Pete Rose. I don't know who was telling a story of him today on the radio, and he came out of prison for tax evasion. He was saying his son picked him up from prison after 5 months. He had to do in prison, and then they went straight to the batting cages, and he asked where the fastest pitching machine was, and I think it did 85. And 85 is pretty getting it. And so he goes over there to the pitching machine, and then so he hits one like right when it comes out, he fucking like shotguns it into the machine. So and then like everybody's all around him and stuff, and they're like, oh, in awe, and he's like, oh, well, some things never change. And then
Nice.
Yeah, threw his bat down and I guess left. But who told that? Was it Tim something? Damn, I can't remember that fucker's name. I think it was from ESPN.
How old would he have been at the time of that, Pete Rose?
49.
God, dude, that's still getting it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's once you got it, man, I think you got it. I try to still go out and hit balls every once in a while, and I don't know. I definitely think there's not as much pop as there was 15, 20 years ago, but ask me again in 10 years, there's probably a lot less. So Pete Rose still getting after it, man. God rest his soul, man. He's one of those names that's like pop culture, just in the know. You don't have to know baseball to know Pete Rose, same as you don't have to know basketball to know Michael Jordan. You don't have to know boxing to know Mike Tyson. Just a legend. So big fan of his, big fan of the way he played ball. I love the head first sliding too back in the day. That's some manly shit right there.
Bada bing, bada boom. Looks like we got somebody in the house.
Real trap shit.
Hey, I'm talking about Pete Rose and shit. I'm you know what I'm saying? I like Pete Rose. I thought he was pretty fucking funny, yeah. I mean, someone told me every time you step to the plate, you better make sure you're holding the bat, yeah. I don't think that had to do with baseball, though.
Huh.
What up, Whis?
What up, Whis?
I'm pretty good. What's over there?
All right. How's your weekend, my friend?
Oh, it was a good weekend. I mean, me and Baby are still strange and everything, but I'm getting through it, yeah. I'm getting through it.
Oh, all right. I had to hook you up on a date or somewhere. Yeah. Hey. I had to hook you up through the show. We had like 0 listeners. Although Nadav is still out there. What up, Nadav? We're doing good. Wasn't there a tennis player named Rafael Nadal or something like that?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if he retired yet, but I know Roger Federer did.
Yeah, Roger Federer did for sure. Rafael Nadal is now enjoying his Monday night sitting in our podcast, hanging out, listening to us.
Nadal. It might be my Nadal. I don't know. He went bald pretty quickly, though. It's like one of those Andre Agassi types. I remember in his beginning of his career, he had a full head of hair, and then
he had that long hair.
Yeah, it went downhill fast.
Yeah, all that man, probably the performance-enhancing drugs he was taking. And he dated Brooke Shields for a while, didn't he? Married her?
That's Andre Agassi.
Who am I thinking of?
Andre Agassi.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Who are we talking about? The hair.
Rafael Nadal. No, Andre Agassi also went bald.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he went bald too. He had that full head of hair right when he started. He had that long hair.
Yeah, he had long hair, yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Oh, so both of them kind of did. And they both went bald. And, man, if you went bald like that, would you get a hair transplant?
I actually had a buddy that just did that. I'm not going to name names because he's kind of, he's not.
Is it Duff?
No. It's the guy that I know that fights professionally.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he put it on his Instagram, but man, I don't like throwing people's name out there and stuff like we're homeboys and stuff, and we know each other. But he did, man. And he went to Turkey to do it, and I didn't.
Turkey.
Yeah, I didn't think his hair looked that bad. Honestly, it was getting back there, but I feel like mine is too at that age. But would I do it? Yes. I would try it, man. I mean, why not?
I was watching something on YouTube. I know Theo Vaughn actually had that done, and he was like describing it, or a plastic surgeon was, but then referencing his and how they do it. It's kind of well, it doesn't seem that bad, but I know some people can get like fucked up side effects from it and then shit like that. I think Steve Carell almost died from his or something.
Jeez.
So it can get dicey.
Would you be willing to try it?
Maybe, depending on how bad it was. Maybe, probably. Man, that's a hell of a difference going bald, man. It sucks. I don't look good bald. That's the thing. I would look like an idiot.
No, I shaved my head one time in high school, and I regretted it, man. It did not look very good. I just don't have a good shaved head. It's crazy how some guys can look just fantastic with a shaved head. Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, he can rock that thing. Some guys just have a head that's built for it, man. Mine is not. It just doesn't look good, and I think I look okay with hair. I think without hair, man, it's just a completely different ball game. So not my. Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely check it out. Consider that as an option. I've thought about it before. I just don't feel like where mine is at right now warrants going and getting a transplant. But see, it's also one of those things like, shouldn't you do it before it gets too bad? So
maybe. I mean, there's a couple of methods. I heard they shave it from the back, or they don't have to shave it, and then they have these things called punches, which sounds kind of weird. And then they take it from your back of your head and put it in the front, either with these like pins that they could either inject it into the site into there, or I forgot what else he said, but one of them you can inject it into the like holes that they make in your head. So I don't know, man. It sounds kind of painful too.
Yeah,
I think he was saying that shit took like 4 or 5 hours, and you can't do anything for like a week because you can't be sweating. And then after a week, you can kind of do a little bit, and then after 3 weeks, you can go back to normal pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's what I see. My buddy, he works out pretty active. I think it was a week of absolutely nothing. Then I think he was kind of dipping his toe in it the week after that, and then I think it was normal after 3 weeks. So I would consider it though. I'm interested in it. It seems like Turkey is the way to go. Flying out there, getting a good clinic. They seem to know their stuff, and I mean, I think the price is like total. You're like $5-6 grand all in, something like that. Something. It's not very expensive. I mean, I think you're going to pay twice as much just going to Hair Club for Men in America or whatever the hell does it here. Go ahead, catch your flight over to Turkey. Speaking of that, man, this kind of luxury travel or bargain traveling, or I wonder what we would call it. I saw an article years ago in Men's Health about dudes that flew to like Hong Kong to get custom made suits, and they were finding like cheap flights. It was like, this was probably mid 2000s, so probably $800 to $1,000 for a flight to Hong Kong. Now you're probably looking at twice as much, but they were trying to get nice custom made suits right off the rack, and you're paying like $200, and they actually from head to toe measure you, mark it there, you pick out the fabric, and you're getting a quality same as like a nice Armani suit. They're just customizing it. So what you would have spent on something like an Armani suit, man, you got a trip to Hong Kong and, one or two suits out of it.
Huh. Yo, saving some dough.
I think that shit's kind of cool. I need to travel somewhere to another country for a suit or a hair transplant.
Oh, man. That might be cool. Let's see. We got a doubleheader Monday night foosball. Well, one game's already down. Tennessee and Miami. With Tennessee actually winning that game. I think I fucked up on that pick.
You didn't. You picked Tennessee.
I did?
You picked Tennessee. You and I both. Just Whis picked Miami.
Yeah, I'm boozy.
Man. And we got Seattle and the Lions playing right now, 27-35. The Lions.
Pretty good game.
Yeah, they are winning right now in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes and 57 seconds.
Those helmets are pretty tight. I got to admit, man.
I haven't even seen them. But the Lions helmets?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do look different. Huh.
I'll tell you, speaking of football teams, last year I thought about it and I kind of started rolling with the Steelers a little bit, man. I don't know if I jumped the gun because all of a sudden I'm starting to like Baltimore a little bit.
It's a pretty good team.
I like the defense, man. I love the Ravens. It's kind of the scary story. I think the big difference is I've been to Baltimore. I never liked it. I wasn't a huge fan of the city. It's not terrible, but it wasn't my favorite place. But, to be fair, I never went to Pittsburgh. So I wonder if I'll have a change of heart. I really haven't committed to I did buy a T-shirt, but I haven't worn it yet.
Change your team. Who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares about who the fuck I care. Who the fuck I half-ass root for on a Sunday, and I really don't even watch it that much.
Even though I felt like shit this weekend, I did have sex with a girl.
Oh, man, you are a trooper. How'd that go?
Well, I'll tell you. She was so nasty. There's a sign by her pussy that said, "Thank you, come again."
And then I'm going to leave.
That was kind of funny, but...
Oh, man. Oh, what a week, what a weekend, man. I gotta do a fucking NASCAR event this weekend. I have to work this weekend. That sucks.
Wait. This coming weekend, or you actually worked a NASCAR event?
No. This coming weekend, I gotta work a fucking NASCAR event. Now, it's not at the damn track or anything. I'm gonna be like outside of a fucking Walmart with a fucking tent.
Oh.
Yeah, stupid shit, dude. That's so fucking dumb.
Will it be Talladega? Will you be at the Walmart down there?
At some point. I'm not sure which day.
Whew.
That's fucking stupid, man. I don't want to do this shit. I'm going to set up that tent and then go sit in my car for fucking 7 hours, I guess. I'd be there for like Saturday for like 12 to 7 or something. Bullshit.
Oh, God, you can be missing Alabama game and everything.
It's fucking stupid, man. It's brutal.
It's just Alabama.
And it's not like it's still fucking hot outside, too, man. I don't know what the fuck these fools thinking.
Yeah, it's not letting up. So this is NASCAR this weekend. It's Talladega. Man, I never get into that shit. Have you ever been into NASCAR at all?
No, man.
I can't get into it.
Shit's stupid.
Yeah, it used to depress me on Sundays when I went into when I was a teenager and a kid, and my dad was watching NASCAR. I don't know why. I just hated it.
Unless you got fucking money in on it, I don't get the appeal. You got to see these motherfuckers just driving in a circle for fucking hours. It seems boring. Maybe if you were there and could hear the engines and stuff and be drunk or something, it might be cool. But just like watching it on TV, I never understood that.
Yeah, even then, man, my buddy. He told me he's gone a couple of times. He said, man, you would love it and stuff. I don't think so, man. There's like a limit to me wanting to be a redneck. I can be a country guy and stuff, man, but being in the infield of the NASCAR and all the puking and kind of people there, it's just not my style. I'm not knocking it, man. If it's your thing, do it. Hey, the shit I do is probably not everybody else's style. So I'm not knocking it. I wouldn't want to feel trapped in an infield about a bunch of RVs and a bunch of other people. I've passed Talladega enough when I used to do tons of work out there and saw all the porta potties and trash out there. and they do a pretty good job of keeping it clean. Like I said, I'm not knocking people, man. If that shows your thing, do it. To me, it does not seem like it would be my thing. Would you be into that kind of shit or no?
I mean, I want to see some trailer park titties, y'all.
Ugh.
Oh, God. Brody, get in the cello. No, I'm not into it, man. I don't want to. I really wouldn't want to go. I don't know. I just don't see the appeal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'd get out there and have a great time, but I don't think so.
That's what he told me. He said, I'd probably like it if I actually went, but I don't see it, man. I think it would be, I like camping, and I'm kind of getting back into that. We spoke a little bit about that before, like fishing and camping. But if I'm going to do it, man, I'm going to do it right, and I kind of want to be around my people and friends. I don't want to be around a bunch of other people, dude.
Yeah, man, fuck that. Last time I went camping in a tent, man, that fucking fool threw up in my tent.
Oh.
Man, that shit sucks. I never went camping again like that.
Who the hell threw up in the tent?
Man, Tim Lester. We were like 8 years old or something, man. This is like a long time ago. Man, that shit sucked. I was like, man, we threw up all in the tent. Where the fuck are we supposed to sleep now? Stupid fucker.
Yeah, man, I've talked to Duff about camping. He's gotten into it a lot more. And Big Mustard, obviously, he likes the outdoorsy stuff. But like where we went 2 weekends ago or last weekend, whatever it was, see, I could do that, but I'd rather just get one of the cabins at that point. Like I can rough it a little bit, man. But if they're gonna offer me a cabin, why not just do that? Like that.
I ain't doing no roughing it, dude. I do a cabin or like a luxury RV in the woods. Man, that's my kind of camping. I ain't getting in no damn tent with some fucking dude. No, that ain't my idea of a good time, bro.
I wouldn't mind having a tent, man, but I want something nice. I mean, and again, that would be if I'm trying to camp somewhere and I'm trying to hunt or fish, which, like I said, I'm slowly getting back into that. Used to be not big into it, but a little more interested. Now, as I get older, I like it. I still like the option of doing it, but I want still the nice shit, man. I want if I'm getting a tent, I'm getting a nice tent. If I have a tent, then I still want like a little small generator out there. I want some lights, dude. I don't want to be just in a little piece of fabric in the middle of the woods. That said, man, I do like, the cabin is down there. It don't have to be fancy. I think a nice little cabin, some basic pots and pans, do a little fireplace would be cool and stuff. Like wintertime, kind of making it I like a fire. I can appreciate a little bit of primitive stuff, man, but I'm with you. I don't want to go as far as 10. I'm sure people out there, this pussy. Well, that's why we live in a luxury and shit now and technological age, man. I like being outside. I just don't want to be sleeping in that shit all the time.
Yeah, fuck that shit, my friend. Man, what's on the viewing menu for you and the old lady? Y'all watching any YouTube stuff or Netflix or network TV?
You know what? A little bit. She's watching some show, and I couldn't tell you what it is, but I actually got on Netflix today, and I think they were down. It's Monday, so I was kind of getting back into work. I was like, man, let me try to find a show to watch, and I could not find anything on Netflix at all. I have been watching a lot more YouTube lately. I think that's kind of my go-to at night.
What's your favorite thing on YouTube?
Right now, I've been watching a lot of John Riggs. He's the dude that does video game reviews. You ever seen him?
No.
Okay, he's not bad, man. He ranks old NES, Super NES, Sega games. John Riggs, shout out to his channel.
John Riggs, I'm gonna check you out.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, man. I like his channel a lot. I like his ratings. There's a couple of videos he has that isn't them. Yeah, they're okay. And then there's a dude, man, and I guarantee you've seen him somewhere. Like I said, kind of getting back into the outdoorsy stuff, catfish and carp. This dude has probably made millions on YouTube because he has so many views on all of his stuff, man. I mean, he's got this one video I looked at 4 million views, 13 million views, 7.4 million, 6.6. My God, dude. He's done it for years. I've seen his videos for years. So I like his Outdoor Boys channel has 10 million subscribers. It's like him and his kids.
That's a shit ton.
Yeah, man. He's
probably making pretty good ass money from you too. I know they take 30%, which is a lot, but still, I should be probably getting a pretty nice check.
He's got 10 million on that channel, Outdoor Boys, and his Catfish and Carp has 1 million subscribers, and he's got 568 videos. I think he was I think he was a lawyer at first. He's a he ain't the most handsome guy. I ain't gonna sit here and call a dude ugly and stuff, but he's just but dude, hey, he's making money, dude. I like his channel though. Besides knocking him over here, hey asshole, nobody's listening to y'all. He's got a cool channel where he catches a bunch of catfish, carp. I like catching catfish, man. That's what I've been thinking about, going back down to where we was and really setting up some catfish stuff, trying to get some of that fresh catfish out of the river, man. Thinking about it.
Do you eat your catfish you catch?
I have before. It's been a while. I went with a buddy that was pretty good at filleting it. This is probably, 15, 20 years ago. And I think I filleted it with my uncle before. I'm not great at that, so I need to get better. But yeah, we've caught some before, and that we've cooked and cooked up and things like that, man. And Big Mustard said he could nail it out, man.
Oh, I bet he could. He's like a survivalist, dude. I bet he could put him in the woods with like fucking nothing, and he'd fucking probably make it. He'd probably fucking like choke out a rabbit or some shit and fucking eat that bastard.
Chasing it down and stuff, man. I can see him, man. So yeah, he said he would too, man. I thought about that this weekend. I may go Saturday. I may just take a little solo trip, kind of where we were, because I want to get back a little earlier to watch the thing, and just kind of drive around and look, man. I'd like to set it up where we could go down somewhere and have a good fishing day, maybe in the winter, something like that. Catch some fresh catfish, dude. Especially in the winter, man, dude. I couldn't imagine getting one of those cabins, catching some catfish, dude, frying them up, dude, having that. Couple of beers and stuff with the homies, man. That's some primitive manly living.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, a couple bags of
got a killer ass catfish fucking like, you know, I'm saying, fucking seasoning this shit, fry that every day. Pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
that sounds good. Hell, yeah, that actually would be fun. Hey, let's get into viewer emails. Okay, we got Chris from Kentucky sends an email here. He says, do you guys ever check out Cooking Soul on YouTube? Oh, why, yes, Chris. I can't believe you knew that I check out Cooking Soul on YouTube. So, Cooking Soul. Now, on this podcast, we love all things vintage throwback. So, Cooking Soul is basically this. He is a producer, and he's done several, projects with different people and shit like that. And he uses like the SP1200, which is a classic sampler beat machine. The classic MPCs, even the new MPCs. Some more of the old stuff, and so his channel basically just shows him making beats and some of his stuff. And he's throwback, man. He's fucking this little studio he's got. It's pretty cool little spot. He's got like a little throwback TVs and some Mario and just vintage memorabilia that's there. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I'll get in there sometime and watch his videos. He basically just shows you how he makes beats and stuff with the SP1200 or the MPC. And yeah, it's a cool look to see how he does it, because the SP1200 is basically a sampler, so he's getting like fucking records and shit, using some samples, and then putting them into the machine, and then like putting them all together, and then and it's all old school sounding shit, which is different than today. And that's a good time waster, if you will. If you ever get bored, check out Cooking Soul on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I am going to take a quick personal break, really quick. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Grant Mills, carry on.
Do what you got to do, my friend. All right. Next viewer email we have here is from Harriet in T-Town. It says, how about that Alabama and GA game? They played 2 weeks ago. What do you think? 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 What do you think Yes, Harriet. She says, from there, I believe we're going to the playoff and undefeated with another natty. I don't know if I go that far. Things can be unpredictable within the college football season, but they certainly have a good chance to do that. This game this weekend was fucking unbelievable. Like we were talking earlier, I thought Alabama had it locked up in the first half. But Georgia is a very good team, and even though they didn't have a lot of the people from last year, they still gave them a run for it right up until the very end. And then, man, they just Bama locked in, boom, with that one play touchdown too, man. It seems so. Usually when this happens, man, it's like Alabama doesn't pull it out like that, but this time they pull it out, my friends. And so Bama got the win, and that there, right there, my friend. I mean, that was, I think, the hardest opponent that Bama has as far as the schedule goes. I feel, unless it's some kind of, weird thing that happens, Bama's going to be good. But as I said, you never know. There can be upsets. That does happen within the football season. So hopefully it won't, though, and we'll be good to go. All right, we got another viewer email here from Raj out of North Carolina, Charlotte, to be exact. He says, "My Carolina Panthers, I am sick. I am in hell. What can they even do now? Andy Dalton sucks." And yeah, man. I think Bryce Young got a really raw deal on that one. I don't think it's his fault. First of all, I don't think he should have been even playing this season. They should have gave him a couple of years to sit behind somebody like an established veteran. And I don't think that the Panthers were the best franchise for him to go to anyway. David Tepper's an idiot, and it's just a bad franchise. Just a bad franchise to send any rookie to. In my opinion. So they're 1-3 right now, fourth in the NFC South. I don't see it getting better. Andy Dalton is not that good. He's been a backup for a while now, and while he's serviceable, not someone you want to have to put into the fold. Although, their whole the way they did shit was wrong. Anyway, they should have had, I don't even know what their quarterback room looked like when they drafted Bryce. First of all, I obviously didn't have anybody worth the shit because they had to go and get Andy D. So if they would have had like an established veteran there that he could have sat behind, I think that would have been good. But then who do you go get? I don't know. Hell, I think Cam would have been even better than fucking throwing Bryce Young out. I mean, at least you would have had, probably would have been a lost season, but that one was anyway. And it'd just be a lot better of a deal. Go get a fucking, even Flacco, man. I would have got Joe Flacco, and then have Bryce sit behind him for a couple of years. Anything would have been better than what they did, which is just throwing his ass out there to the wolves, pretty much. And y'all see how that fucking works. It's never really good. I can't even think of a rookie that went straight out and had a lot of success. I mean, usually they sit behind, a good quarterback. Like Pat Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. A-Rod sat behind Brett Favre. Tom Brady sat behind Drew Bledsoe, I think. Right? So, a lot of the great ones didn't go straight out into the fold like that. Getting thrown to the wolves, man. That's not good. And it rarely ever really works out, So that man, I don't know what if I owned the Panthers, what would I do? Well, if I was an idiot like David Tepper, I'd probably just sell the fucking franchise because every decision he makes is pretty stupid. But if it was me, man, at this point, this season, 1-3. Can you save the season? I don't know with Andy Dalton that you can do anything. Bryce Young, his confidence is probably shot at this moment. Plus, you don't have a lot of players around them to do anything. You have to go out and get some people. So, what's up, Miss Lightbright? How are you doing this evening? Aloha. You can call in if you'd like to, or if you just want to hang out and listen, that's also cool. Glad to see you here. How have you been? How's it been going out there in Texarkana, right? I believe that's right. Texarkana. I believe that's what she said. I'm glad you are alive and doing well. It has been a long time. So, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you. And the chat, are you still at the, I believe it was at the restaurant, or maybe you had gotten a new gig? I cannot remember, but I remember we talked about that. Okay, what are you doing nowadays? I know it's been a minute since you stopped in, so I hope everything is going good with you. We've just been chilling out here. Eye candy cleaning? What is that? Oh, okay, I got you. Nice. Painting houses, I got you. Okay. The gun club, I got you. Oh, good deal, man. You're a hustler out there, making that money. I hear you. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we've been working here as well. Just got back from, well, that was last weekend, but took a trip to Camden, Alabama. That was kind of fun. The fellas did some fishing and whatnot. So I'm glad you're out there doing it in Texarkana. So that is fun. Got another viewer email here from Dan in Milwaukee. Dan says, actually, my girlfriend wants to start an OnlyFans, and I don't know about this. And what should I do? Dan, that's a very funny question. A lot of girls wants to do OnlyFans these days, and I think that's a no-go, my friend. Shut that shit down. Even if she just wants to do content with you, that's weird, and sooner or later, it'll probably get out of hand. So I wouldn't do that, Dan, my man. I wouldn't do it. I have to shut that shit down, my friend. That wouldn't be good. And, man, dude, I don't think most girls make a lot off of OnlyFans unless you're really popular, and I think that's only like the top, like 1% or something. It's like a real low number. Like I hear most girls make like $500-600 a month or something. That's not that much. And you got to keep putting out content and stuff because, you know, all the perverts out there. So, ew, I don't know about all that. Yeah, man, Dan, not a good idea, my friend. Oh, what else is going on? Man, I think it's time. Let's go ahead and we can get into some news here on the show. What kind of weird shit we have going on out here today? It's a lot of weird shit going on, man. We got Pete Diddler acting all crazy, and kind of went over that last show. Nothing really new, I think, in the world of Pete Diddler. He's still locked up, and probably more shit to come on that. They're saying Jay-Z might be involved. A bunch of sickos out there in Hollywood, anyway. So I'm waiting for them to get all them to get arrested and see what the hell is going on. But in other news, let's hit up some video game news. So, you know, I love fried chicken. KFC, I don't really fuck with KFC too much, but a little weird news concerning the video game Tekken. if anybody out there likes that franchise. However, so the famous food chain won't let. Okay. So Colonel Sanders, the beloved KFC chicken guy, was supposed to be a character on Tekken. However, it looks like KFC won't let him appear in Tekken. So Tekken development chief Kazushiro Harada, this is Zach Zween article, has a long dream of adding a KFC founder turned mascot Colonel Sanders to the long-running fighting game, but according to Harada, KFC is not interested in the crossover, and you probably won't get to see that or the Waffle House stage either. Oh man, no Waffle House stage. Oh. Over the years, the Tekken franchise, a popular fighting game series that started in the 90s and still going strong today, has seen a fair share of odd cameo characters, including Negan from The Walking Dead, Noctis from Final Fantasy, and Akuma from Street Fighter. But Harada's personal dream character of Colonel Sanders has yet to make an appearance. Based on how his meeting with KFC went, it seems like the Fried Chicken Empire's mascot will never trade blows with Hihaki Mishima or Kuma. In an interview with the gamer, Harada explained that a long time ago he wanted to do a KFC Tekken crossover, saying, "I wanted to have Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken fight. So I asked to use Colonel Sanders and went to the head office in Japan." The meeting didn't go down well, with Harada saying KFC gave him a bad look, so he decided to give up on his dream cameo character. As for getting a Waffle House stage, something Tekken fans have jokingly asked about in the past, Harada said, "It's not something we can accomplish on our own. Waffle House would have to agree, and seeing how KFC reacted, I'm not sure this will happen." So he did talk about it before. It looks like they've never been really open to the idea. I think it'd be cool to have, Colonel Sanders in the game and Tekken, doing some fucking fighting, some moves, some crazy ass shit. But looks like that's not gonna happen, folks. So for all y'all nerdos out there, too bad. Maybe later on. That might be cool. Maybe we'll see that later on. I know there's probably some of you out there, well, I do too, as well. I like to download digital games on my Xbox instead of, actually buying them these days. That happens to be, I guess, kind of how it is nowadays. People buy movies online, rent them online. But with buying them like that, you never, if they want to just take that shit back, they can. And so, well, one cool thing is there's a new law that will force companies to admit that you don't actually own digital games. California's government is fighting back after Ubisoft shut down The Crew with no warning. That's looks like a game. This article is by Zach Zween as well. AB 2426, a newly passed piece of legislation in California signed into law earlier this week by Gavin Newsom, will force companies selling digital goods like games in the state to warn consumers they don't actually own the content, but instead are licensing it and could lose access to it in the future. See, that's the scam. You're not going to have it like years down the line. Instead of buying a hard copy, which I feel like that's the best way to do it, but everything's turned into a damn scam nowadays. Buying a video game digitally doesn't mean you own it forever. Usually you can download it years later and play it again, but that's not a guarantee, as you are often not buying access to the game, but instead paying for a license to use it and agreeing that one day the company behind it can remove it from the store, kill its servers, and make it unplayable in the future. We saw this play out recently with Ubisoft's The Crew, which was shut down last year with little warning. This led to a large campaign to fight back against the publisher and other companies who might try this, and now California is joining the fight. California Assemblymember Jackie Irwin was the bill's sponsor, told GameFile that the newly passed legislation was motivated by consumers losing access to content. Quote, "The main story brought this issue to my attention, was Sony's announcement at the end of last year that digital copies purchased holy hell, I can't even read. Blah. The main story that brought this issue to my attention was Sony's announcement at the end of last year that digital copies of purchased content from Discovery would be revoked. Irwin told GameFile in December 2023 due to an expiring license agreement between Sony and WB. A ton of Discovery TV shows were set to be removed from the PSN store. Even if you bought shows like Mythbusters, which was a cool show, I remember that show, you'd be unable to watch them after December 31st. People were not happy about this, and eventually Sony and WB reached a last-minute agreement to avoid the situation, but it was a very public reminder that you really don't own your digital content. At any point, a company could remove it, choose not to re-up a contract, or what have you, and just like that, all the content you owned is gone. And while the new bill won't prevent that from happening, it will force companies to be more clear about the situation. So, I mean, at least they're doing that, even though shit's still a scam. I need to go back to actually having video games, hard copies of everything. So, I don't know. It's like nowadays they want you to pay monthly all the time. That was with the residual billing, and they want to do this shit with like games and movies where it can expire and you don't ever, you don't own it years down the line. So yeah, that's pretty shitty if you ask me. Let's get into a little odd news and see what we got going on here. Now, we always like world records here at the show. So we got a British man's giant root vegetable earns a world record. And this one's by Ben Hooper, and is also, you can see this on YouTube if you want to check it out. That's pretty big a root there. A British man who took his giant produce to the Malvern Autumn Show broke a Guinness World Record with a 13-pound root vegetable called a celeriac. Gloucester resident Graham Barrett received confirmation Thursday that his vegetable was the new world record holder for heaviest celeriac. I can't pronounce that word. Quote, it's either weight or length for giant veg, but not beauty. Some of them are quite ugly, Barrett joked in his interview with BBC Radio. Barrett also brought other giant vegetables to the Malvern Autumn Show, including a cucumber that was just short of earning him a second record. I weighed it today, and it weighed 29 pounds. The world record is 30 pounds. That's just cruel how business is at times. So, yeah, that's pretty big, man. This root system is crazy time. So, you can check that out if you like a weird shit. Yeah, so it's definitely on YouTube because, I mean, why not? What else is going on? It looks like we have, I don't know, do I want to do another world record? Or, let's go ahead and do another world record. We got an Idaho man who walks over 1,100 feet with a running lawnmower on his chin. Oh, balancing a lawnmower. Okay, this is also by Ben Hooper, and you can see it on YouTube. Longest lawnmower chin balance walk. Man, people just try to do fucking anything these days to get a world record on something. That's an odd world record. Serial world breaker David Rush. So we've talked about David Rush on this show before. He's broken several world records, such as, I think, popping pencils and some other shit like that. But looks like this time he took a 1,178 foot, 5.73 inch walk with a running lawnmower balanced on his chin to break a world record. Rush, the holder of the most concurrent Guinness World Record titles, used an electric mower to attempt the record at a track in Boise, Idaho. Her record of beat was 234 feet, 7 inches, set in 2017. Rush said he struggled with the winds after surpassing the previous record. And it would have kept going, but the breeze finally pushed the mower off of his face. An assistant walking alongside Rush quickly cut power to the mower as it fell. Rush captured the world the record with a distance of 1,178 feet, 5.73 inches. Up, that's another weird world record there. So, yeah, man, I don't know how they come up with some of these things, some of these world records, man. They're definitely odd. I don't know that I would ever attempt anything like that. I don't know. I think we've talked about it before. If they get any money or anything, or you know, donate it to charity. I think that's some of it. They donate the money they raise to some charity, which that's good. That's fine. In that case, cool. But I don't know why else you would do it. It doesn't seem very fun unless you just have a passion for obscure world record breaking, I guess. Um, So, yeah, there it is, folks, for your world record news of the day. What else is going on out there? There's another world record, but I don't know if I want to get into all that. As far as aardvarks, wow, that's a funny looking animal. So San Diego Zoo announces its first aardvark birth. This one's by Ben Hooper. It looks like the San Diego Zoo Safari Park announces first ever aardvark calf born at the facility is doing healthy and bonding with its mother. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance said the baby was born in July to first-time mother Padme and father Azan. Quote, Padme is described by wildlife care specialists as intuitive, nurturing, and patient, and often seen nursing and grooming her calf. So, yeah, you can see this on YouTube too, as well. I'm sorry, my headphones are acting up there a minute. I had to click off that article because I got one of those random commercials that pops up, and it just went all in my earphone. So sorry. I'm gonna get off that story. There's a fucking aardvark that was born, and yeah, go look that up. San Diego Zoo if you want to look at the aardvark. Like I said, those are weird looking creatures, but kind of cool. I'm an animal lover, so you know. I like our furry friends and our non-furry friends as well. And I'm rather curious when it comes to that sort of thing. So, let's go ahead and look at one more maybe video game article, and then we will do a break. And I actually have a vintage gaming review for you guys tonight as well. We'll get into that on the other side, but I have another tidbit of news here. Now, I was going to do a video game one, but do we have anything else that's kind of weird? An emotional support gator. Now, that's kind of weird. Now, this is kind of an old story, but this guy lost his emotional support gator in Georgia. This is by Rachel Treisman. In ordinary times, social media accounts devoted to Wally Gator document the nearly 6-foot-long emotional support alligator's adventures around Pennsylvania, visiting nursing homes, splashing around Philadelphia's Love Park fountain, meeting with the mayor, and smiling contentedly in his red harness as various admirers hug and hold him. In recent days, however, they've been overtaken with this pleas for help. Wally is missing in Georgia, where his owner, Joey Henney, says he was kidnapped, recovered, and released into a swamp. Annie and Wally were visiting friends in Brunswick when someone took the gator from his pen in the early morning hours of April 21st. Now, the Wally Gator Facebook page posted, Wally was stolen by some jerks who like to drop alligators off into someone's yard to terrorize them. Once discovered, they called the DNR and then called a trapper. The trapper came and got Wally and dropped him off in a swamp with about 20 other alligators the same day. A spokesperson for the Georgia Department of Resources told NPR on Friday that a permitted trapper had responded to the nuisance alligator call in Brunswick on April 21st and later released it into a remote location. They described the way the trapper handled the alligator as appropriate and routine, but could not confirm whether the animal in question was Wally. The Wally Gator Facebook page did not specify the location of the swamp, but urged people to get in touch with Henny to aid in search and pray. And we need a miracle, especially given the presence of the other alligators. The swamp is very large, and the trapper said chances of finding Wally is slim to none. But this is Wally, Joey, and friends are headed to the swamp to search, and will continue searching. So I don't know if they ever found this fucking thing. I don't know. I guess you can look that up and see. I don't see any conclusion to it, but oh man, I hope they found the gator. So, only one last video game story here. Nintendo has a new museum with some awesome merchandise, from giant N64 controller pillows to rad-looking shirts. There's some cool stuff in the gift shop as well by Zach Zween. Nintendo's long-awaited museum finally opens to the public soon. The place is filled with decades of Nintendo history, ranging from when the newly founded company made playing cards in the late 1800s all the way up to the current smash hit console, the Switch. But perhaps the best part of the museum is actually its gift shop, which is filled with some of the coolest Nintendo merch. On October 2nd, after being announced in 2022, the official Nintendo Museum opens. Good luck getting in, as tickets are sold out for the next 2 months. However, it looks like the gift shop is going to be a popular stop there. There's a bunch of photos on Game Watch. It kind of features a lot of the stuff they got in there. A coffee mug. They have a lot of other stuff. I don't know why a coffee mug would be so cool, but that's what this guy is saying in the article. But you got shirts, mugs, pens, basic shit there, it seems. But they got some Wii U items too. Giant pillows based on Nintendo controllers, and some other stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I'd actually like to check out the Nintendo Museum. I think that would not be a bad outing. So Jay Wiggy is actually taking a break right now. He had to handle some business. He should be back on here soon. What we're going to do right now, everyone, is take a short break, and then we're going to be back with a vintage game review on the other side, and then mo shit, NCAA, NFL picks as well, and more shit talk. So we'll be back with you guys in one moment.
Welcome back.
Man, you missed light break. You stopped by for a minute.
Light bright, I apologize. We had a mini crisis. My daughter learning to brush her hair. Briefly had it stuck in her hair. So a little detangler later, we are good to go. But my office is not far from her room, so that's why she called me in there. So crisis averted, I guess. We don't have to
Man,
shave
you
her
have,
head.
you have to cut it out of her head?
No, man, long story. She's tried to put some curls using the curl brush and went too far. Got it stuck in there. Had to kind of just wiggle it and back it out and use the detangler. Just
Curl brush or curling iron?
is a brush, like the actual brush that, like, the circle ones that look like they're circular all the way around. I guess. It's girl shit, man. Being a girl dad, sometimes you got to learn all this crazy shit. So I need a drink now. Goddamn.
Yeah, it sounds pretty involving.
It was very much so. You come over here and do it for me next time, please.
All right.
I had to be mad at her, and she got upset that I was mad. So.
Oh.
It happens.
It happens, man. It is what it is.
I told her you're never gonna learn how to do normal shit, or unless you fuck up here and there. So I said it a little nicer than that. But you got to mess up, man, to learn how to, how to not mess up again. So no big deal. It is what it is.
Shoot down, my friend. Shoot down.
Light stopped by. Man, I hate that I missed everybody. Man.
Yeah, she hung out for a bit. 42-29, the Lions. Looks like they've won the game with the Seattle Seahawks. Did we pick the Lions?
You and I both picked the Lions. My friend Whis did not. He picked
Seattle. Have a terrible fucking picks record.
Shut up, man.
Oh, man.
I thought they was going to do something. But I guess the Lions and Jerry Key was too me.
Who?
Jeremy Cobb.
Who the fuck is that?
I'm on. That's the fucking quarterback from the League.
Jeremy Cobb?
Jerry Cobb. I've never heard of Jeremy Cobb. Jared Goff, fool.
I thought was a Jeremy.
The hell is Jeremy Cobb? God.
Jeremy Cobb.
Oh, dude, Jared Goff. God.
I thought he said Jeremy Cobb. I was about to lose my shit.
That's what I did say, y'all. I thought his name was Jeremy Key.
Oh, God.
Man,
just don't pay attention.
That reminds me of when our friend Duck was asking if AJ McCarron was going to have a good season at Bama. And he had been in the NFL like 2 years. That killed me.
Man, he ain't paying attention at all.
No, he didn't know shit. He's like, man, is AJ McCarron going to do good this year? I was like, for Bama? He's like, yeah. He's like, he's our quarterback. He's like, ooh. I was like, man, he ain't been the quarterback in 2 years.
Well, that fool got drafted.
Man, Doug didn't know shit.
You know, what the hell's going on, bruh?
What do you?
Man, what'd you guys eat for dinner tonight?
What did I have tonight? You know what I had? I made the same thing yesterday for kind of hangover food. I mean, it actually helped a lot. I had white rice, same kind of white rice I always make. I cook it in beef broth, and then I had just ground beef and mixed it all together. So kind of like rice and beef. Pretty simple, man. Lots of little spices here and there, though, in there. Garlic powder, some parsley, shit like that. But, man, it was good. I needed that. Good carbs, good protein. A little beef broth in there, or bone broth in there, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, bone broth, I should say. Yeah, it was good, man. It's, I don't know, simple, easy to make. Also had a biscuit, too. My wife brought one home from Cracker Barrel, so had that. Just a plain biscuit.
Biscuits.
biscuits and gravy. Man, Cracker Barrel quality. I haven't gone, but the last time I gone, the quality was absolutely terrible. And she said it has not changed. Have you gone to a Cracker Barrel? And when was the last time you've ever gone to a Cracker Barrel?
Man, probably been like 5 years.
Damn. Yeah.
I don't fuck with Cracker Barrel, man. I mean, breakfast is all right. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like they had their run ages ago, and they actually were pretty decent. And you could get a good dinner there, and it was pretty affordable. It's not too bad. But yeah, now I feel like, man, they are just awful. All their food's terrible and shit. They started serving drinks there and stuff, or beer. You can buy beer at Cracker Barrel. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Let's go to Cracker Barrel and get hammered.
Hell
yeah, man. Hell yeah.
What to do, yeah.
I gotta fucking do this goddamn review or what? Jeez.
Hey, don't rush me, bitch.
Yeah, Whis, enjoy the ride.
Oh man, you shut up.
Ah! Damn. You know what? I ain't gonna say that shit.
You're kind of fucking bitchy from not being with baby. I had to get you a girlfriend.
Yeah, damn.
Man, you shut up. I need to get some pussy.
Yeah, I know you do, you bastard. Being all crabby and whatnot.
I mean, sometimes you fucking get like that.
All right, well, sorry, baby dumped your dumb ass. All right. On that note, let's go ahead and get into the gaming review for this week, folks. All right. So this time we have the arcade hit Smash TV from 1990, created by Eugene Jarvis and Mark Turmel for Williams Electronic Games. It is a twin-stick shooter in the same vein as 1982's Robotron 2084, which is also co-created by Jarvis. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Genesis, Master System, and Game Gear versions are titled Super Smash TV. Which I might have done a review on Super Smash TV, but this is the arcade version, which, I mean, kind of the same thing, but fuck y'all, who cares? The plot centers on a dystopian television game show in the then future year of 1999, where one or two contestants shoot attackers in order to survive while collecting money, prizes, and temporary power-ups. The show is taped in front of a live studio audience and broadcast via satellite worldwide. Once all the challengers in each arena have been massacred, the contestants proceed to the next room. One room in each level contains a boss, which ends when the level is defeated. The play mechanic is similar to that of the Eugene Jarvis's earlier Robotron 2084, as I just said, with the twin joysticks and a series of single-screen arenas. While most of the enemies in Robotron are invisible at the start of the level, in Smash TV they are generated in waves as the level progresses. Power-ups, some of which give the player a new weapon, are picked up by running over them. The themes were borrowed from the violent dystopian sci-fi blockbuster films from 1987, such as RoboCop and The Running Man. The plot involves a wealthy celebrity named Master of Ceremonies, or MC for short, who is hosting and competing in his violent game show in the not-too-distant future of 1999. MC has the playable contestant. Moving from one high-tech going to the next, each player has to shoot hordes of enemies who enter via passages on each side of the screen while also collecting weapons, power-up items, and gift-wrapped prizes. The final room in each level is a protracted fight with a boss. At the end of the game, a showdown with the show's host, where players are granted their life and freedom. One of the game's items are keys. If enough are collected, players can access a bonus level called the Pleasure Dome, which players can collect hundreds of blue bikini-clad blonde and buxom babes, akin to other prizes in the game. The game features verbal interjections from the show game show hosts such as Total Carnage, I love it, and I'd buy that for $1. The first of these became the title of the 1992 follow-up, Total Carnage. The second phrase is from a fictional TV show within RoboCop. Man, I know you played Smash TV before.
Yeah, I did actually. I was looking at the screen caps as I always do. Kind of a unique game. Big fan of it.
Yeah, that was a cool game in the arcade. I played it several times and actually got a port over to do this review. I liked it, man. It's just one of those mindless games. You can kill a bunch of shit pretty much.
Yeah, I like that Contestant 1, Contestant 2. A little different than Player 1 and Player 2.
Yay!
It was unique, man. I like that. Back in the day, arcades were pretty cool because you really had no idea what you were going to encounter in there. I hate that so many people are missing the those golden days of the arcade, man. It's kind of good nostalgia, man. But you just never knew what we would expect. And there were so many good arcade games that didn't port over well to a home system, if they even ported at all. So. Yeah, now I'm just going down memory lane. But I do remember this one, and yeah, I was a fan of it.
It was a fun game.
Yeah. What'd you give it?
I give it a 3 out of 5. And it's worth going and, fucking with it if you can get a port or, Super Nintendo or Genesis copy or whatever. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so you fucked with it again recently. I can't remember the guy's voice, but when you did it, it almost sounded like the guy from Rock and Roll Racing. That's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time. Rock and Roll Racing, just a wonderful game. But he'd always be like that. Total Carnage, I love it. Jake powers up.
Power up.
But yeah, man, I like that. I like it, man. There's good nostalgia there.
Oh.
Are you drinking?
Nah. I had a beer earlier, but man, I'm still not really. Still trying to not drink,
Yeah.
The whole blackout drunk, man, it's just not a good look.
No, I hit that level, and I did it this weekend. I didn't want to, where you just, for me, gosh, especially with the Happy Dads, we did have 2 shots, and I shouldn't have done that, man. Once I get liquor involved, it's not a good look for me. But once I get to that level where I just can't stop drinking, I remember I looked at one point beside me. I had 2 Happy Dads. And I just cracked open one. I walked in and did something. I came back and I cracked open another one. I was like, ooh, that's Big Mustard. I was like, that yours? You just opened that one. I was like, ooh.
Damn.
So I had 2 of them, and I chugged one, then I drank another one, man. Then that's when I was just like, oh, God.
Man, you had to fucking slam them bitches.
Yeah, man. I got to slow down on that. I'm not I've said it, man. I shouldn't have had any liquor, though. I just, liquor shots always do it.
Oh man, that's crazy. The liquor shots, yeah, that liquor, you get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean it's too much at once. So I got in trouble with that. I didn't get in trouble. It wasn't my worst hangover, but it wasn't a good one. I've had some really bad ones before, but most of the worst ones are with liquor, not with beer.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, 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 boom, bada bada boom, bada bada bing, bada bada bing, 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 boom.
So you got you're working a NASCAR event. That's Saturday?
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh God, both days 12 to 7?
I think Saturday's 12 to 7 and Sunday's 12 to 6 or 4.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's not
So
cool.
I gotta take one day off, probably not tomorrow, but the next day, and then the following Monday for Sunday. I'm taking them bitches. They ain't gonna fuck me over.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was telling my wife that earlier, was talking about work and stuff. Man, we were obviously having to get a little busy with the recent weather and things like that. But man, I mean, I'll work a little bit extra here and there. But as I've gotten older, man, I just don't go that extra mile anymore. I do a good job, and that's all. That's all they're asking me to do, man. But I'm not gonna go an extra mile for people, and I'm gonna take my days off. Take your days off. Take your time off. I actually, in 2 weeks, have a full week off, so I'm excited about that.
Oh man, what are you doing for that? Y'all going anywhere?
No, we have a concert we're going to down at Avondale, Asking Alexandria, so that'll be pretty cool.
Who the hell is that? Is that one of your wife's fucking groups?
They're pretty good, man. Newer kind of metal band. Yeah, I like them. I think you'd like them. Good rock band. Yeah, they're not bad. They're pretty cool. But that's on a Wednesday night. Then what else? After that, man, I don't even have any plans. My birthday's next Wednesday, so that is 41. What are you doing at 41?
Happy birthday, Wiggy! Happy birthday, Wiggy!
Thinking about busting out some more podcasts. It's about that time of the season for me to start doing some for the Midnight Dreary. So we need to get on that this weekend because it's already October, man. October snuck in like a thief, man. I guess technically tomorrow is October, but it's here.
What the fuck are you thinking?
It is here, pretty much. Pretty much, man. Oh man, I still gotta do dinner number 2 for tonight. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do chorizo burgers again or something else. I didn't buy that much though, man. I just went to the store and got a couple of things too. I don't like going to the store and having to get a bunch of shit. It's a pain in the ass. I guess if you have kids, I guess you have to do that. But man,
we try to go once a week and try to get it delivered if we can. I don't like going to the store period anymore. I really don't.
I don't blame you, man. That shit's a fucking pain in the ass. So
yeah, shopping and dealing with people, but I don't like it, man. So yeah, the deliveries definitely helped. So it's been cool. I like it.
I saw my good buddy bartender down there though. I didn't know it was him. Yeah, like when you go somewhere and you see somebody like, oh no, that's not them. And then like you'd be like, that's not them. They're like their hair isn't that fucked up looking. And then like you like go around the corner and it's them. Like damn it. I mean his hair didn't look bad or anything. It was just like he doesn't normally keep it like that. That's what I mean. So it wasn't fucked up looking. It was just
different.
It was different. So I was like, he don't do his hair like that. But then I was like, oh. All right, I guess he does. So, like I said, it didn't look bad. It was just different. So, and I like the guy a lot, man. He's a really cool dude. But I just stopped going to the fucking bar, man, because I would get blackout drunk at the bar, dude, and act a fool. I can't do that no more.
No, man, I'm with you, man. That's we've talked about that a lot. Kind of getting outdoors, manly shit. I've been kind of on that kick, man. But I really think I'm going to try to focus on some more of that. Kind of ground myself a little bit more, like. You made a good point about Big Mustard or like kind of survivalist and things like that. I'm not looking into going that far, but man, just some fishing and hunting. Having a beer and enjoying it, I think that's a different thing than just sitting at a bar, and getting hammered, things like that. And that's kind of what I want to kind of earn that beer. You know what I'm saying? Go out, catch some fish, kind of have some hobbies and shit, man. Not getting any younger. So, and I'm already past middle age. So.
That's true, man. I wish I would have got into fishing with everybody, but man, I don't know how the hell I just didn't do it.
Hey, man, I'm kind of re-getting back into it. I got into it a little bit. It's easy to get into, and it's fun, dude. I mean, there's really nothing to it. I think that's the appeal here, is because you can do it all seasons. You can travel and do it. I mean, you can learn how to cook it, dude. And we talk about food all the time, man. There's great recipes for catfish. There's trout here over at Tanny Hill. You can catch those. Go down to the coast, man, catch a bunch of good ass eating fish down there. So, man, I think it's something to look into because there's really no, there's really no good at it. You can obviously be better, dude. But if you go get a decent rod, learn how to tie the stuff, throw it in the water. I mean, dude, after that, it's kind of just luck too. So, I think it's worth it, and it's fun to get out, man. See, that's when I do like to drink a beer, hang out, chill and stuff. So. Hunting, I'd like to get into that too, but that's a little bit more of a, you got a little more upkeep on that. You got to buy a gun. There's seasons and license and tags. That fishing license, $16 and do your thing.
I go get that.
Yeah, you can get it online, man.
And my fishing license, boy.
Yeah, get it. And, man, we'll go. Stuff like that, man. Rent a boat out in the winter, get some big catfish, get the little buddy heater on the boat.
Oh, you ever been ice fishing?
I never have, no.
Oh yeah, me neither.
But
I saw it on Home Improvement one time.
yeah, that episode where Al's got the little shack on the water and shit.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Tim goes in the water,
Yeah.
right to the ice.
And
Yeah.
old Tim Taylor.
Man, he was looking for that cocaine in the water.
That dude made a fucking killing off that show.
He did, man. That show was pretty damn good, though.
It was, man. He hit that fucking stride, dude. Like, I don't know if that show would do good nowadays, but like, for when it fucking like dropped, man, it like, I don't know, man. It was a lot of people liked it.
Dude,
So.
it was such a mid '90s show. Like it had all the elements you wanted, but shit like Roseanne was depressing. I couldn't really watch Roseanne. It was just too they were too trashy. It was just depressing. I'm not saying there was not some good episodes of that. My parents watched that, but Home Improvement, man, it kind of had everybody. You had the kids on there. They were dealing with shit. You had Wilson, had Pam Anderson for a season, then Debbie Dunning as his assistant.
Yeah, they both are hot.
Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, dude, that was a good show. But yeah, the ice fishing one, I remember that. That looks almost fun and almost miserable.
Yeah, I could see it going both ways.
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. But yeah, get a boat, get you we could rent those all the way. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into it. I could see it being fun. It's also something you could do with the guys, man, the homies. Get your stuff up, get some gear, and go back to those little cabins or go rent a boat, man. You all split the cost. You can travel and do it. Man, if you catch some good fish, dude, you can eat them. If you don't, man, you probably had a pretty good day chilling anyways.
Yeah, fuck it.
So that'll be our new thing.
You hadn't watched any of your Star Wars movies, have you?
Man, I have been.
Have we fucking got the next one for you to do whenever you're ready?
You know what? I'm ready. I'm gonna commit to it this week. I need something to watch this week. What is the next trio of? I can actually pull it up here.
What's the last one you watched?
The last one I watched was in the group of the newer ones, so I actually think I did finish those. Let's see, Star Wars chronological order. Well, Star Wars. So I watched the new ones first, then the old ones, because the old ones kind of were pretty cool. I remember that. So I think I got to watch the very, very new ones. Yeah, because I watched like the Phantom Menace. Those were late 90s. Let's see. Star Wars by date released. Let's look this up. Grant Mills. And here we go. So the next one would be... This is in chronological order. This is in release order. Okay, so A New Hope was the first one. So 3. So I would be. Did I watch? I did not watch Revenge of the Sith. Well, no.
You said you did, and it sucked.
No, I did watch Revenge of the Sith. Attack of the Clones. That's episode 2. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith sucked. I have my notes somewhere. I need to go back to them. So I think if we're going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's the Clone Wars 2003, 2005. Would it be episode 7, The Force Awakens? Then episode 8, The Last Jedi, and then episode 9, The Rise of the Skywalker. Yep, because I've watched 6. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith was the... So Force Awakens would be the next one.
All right, man. That's your next film you get to watch, and then you'll do a review on that.
Episode 7. Let's see where it's ranked. I'm curious where it's ranked. Episode 7. It's the worst one ever. It sucks ass. Let's see. All right. Rotten Tomatoes says all Star Wars ranked. Number 1, obviously good. Episode 7. Let's see. It's not 4. It's not 5. It's not 6. Not 7. Not 8. We're getting low. 9. It's not 10. Not 11. Whew. Where the fuck was it at? I didn't even see it. Did I pass it? Man, if it's not even on the list, it's not even in the top 12, and that's including the other like little specials and shit. Whew.
Ah, fuck it. Well, I guess.
I'll make my own opinion on it, my friend.
True that, man.
I'll be back on it, man.
All right. Let's get into some picks.
Real trap shit.
Oh, what? How did we do last week?
We didn't do great. We didn't do terrible either, though. NFL looked better than college. College, we all had a 3-way tie, 4 and 8. And what was funny is we all kind of went different routes on some teams. So, pretty unique that we all hit that tie. 4 and 8 for you, 4 and 8 for me, 4 and 8 for Whis. On NFL picks last week, I had actually a good week in NFL, 11 out of 16. You weren't too bad either, 10 out of 16. And Whis, not bad, 9 out of 16. So we were all off the next guy by 1. So good week, not bad. NFL picks were good for everybody. 50-50 on the college picks, but hey, that's the sign of a good game, right? I only got 5 college games this week. This week's a very, very we're kind of in our mid-season form where we're going back to cupcake week. So I only got 5 Grant Mills. I'll go through these pretty quick. Game of the week, number 9 Missouri at 25 Texas A&M. Who you got on that one?
I'm gonna go Missouri on that.
Yeah, I was surprised. I think A&M is actually favored in this game, but I'm gonna go Missouri. They look good.
All right.
Who's this guy?
Whis, what about you?
I'm gonna go Texas A&M. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Number 2. This is a weird one, man, but SMU last week came through. They beat the shit out of Florida State. They look good, man. SMU at number 22, Louisville.
I'll go SMU.
Yeah, I'm going to ride the SMU train until they give me a reason not to. Whis, who you got?
I'm going Louisville. Yeah.
All right, Jack Harlow in this motherfucker. Third game, number 12, Ole Miss, coming off a little bit of a stunner loss at South Carolina. Who you got on that one, Grant Mills?
Wait, who is it again?
Ole Miss at South Carolina.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think Lane bounces back on this one. I'm going to go Ole Miss. Who you got, Whis?
I'm going South Kakalaki, baby.
South Kakalaki. I picked this one just because it's crazy to me that UCF is favored. UCF, University of Central Florida, at the Florida Gators.
Oh, damn. UCF.
I'm going to give the Gators the benefit of the doubt, and I hate to do it, but I'm really pulling for them, so I'm going to go Florida.
I'm going the Gators, yeah.
Yeah, I think UCF's got number 5, man. Like I said, not a lot of good games this week, but this one has a chance to be a good matchup. Number 10, Michigan at Washington. Caitlin DeVore's former school.
Oh, man. I'm going to go Michigan.
I'm going to go Washington on the upset.
It's not a bad choice.
Yeah. Who you got, Whis?
I'm going Washington, yeah.
Yeah, I think Michigan doesn't look too impressive. Washington, not bad. That's 5 games. There's Alabama's at Vanderbilt. We know who's going to rock that one. But I do have the cheapest ticket of the week and the most expensive. Grant Mills, the cheapest ticket this week is Temple at UConn. You can find tickets for $7. And the most expensive, Auburn at number 5, Georgia, $146 for the cheapest ticket.
Yow.
Yeah, Auburn's in a tough stretch here. They have Georgia, then they got to go at Kentucky and at Missouri. I think it's I don't know if that's the right order, but I know they got Georgia this weekend, then it's Missouri and Kentucky, and that's 3 away games Auburn has coming up.
That's some ass whoopings coming up for them.
Very well be a 2-6 SEC team.
Man, that would be funny as hell.
I would love it, but I digress. I'll let you get over to the professional picks. And
all right, so we got the NFL picks coming up Thursday, October the 3rd. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
I'm gonna go ATL.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go ATL.
ATL, yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, and we got Sunday, October the 6th slate. Your New York Jets at Minnesota.
Minnesota's looking good. I'm going to go Minnesota.
I'm going Minnesota as well.
I'm going New York Jets, yeah.
I got Carolina at Chicago.
I got to go Chicago.
Yeah, I'm going Chicago on that.
I'm going Carolina for them, see.
We got Baltimore at Cincinnati.
I like Baltimore, man. Their defense is badass.
Yeah, I like Baltimore as well.
I mean, y'all know I got on Cincinnati, yeah.
I got Miami at New England.
Yeah. I'm going to go Miami.
Yeah, I'm going New England on that.
I go Miami.
And we got Cleveland at Washington.
Go Washington.
I'm going to go Washington on this.
I can't not pick Cleveland, yeah.
Indianapolis at Jacksonville.
Yeah. I'm going to go Jacksonville.
I'll go Indianapolis on this.
I'm taking Duval, Jayville, yeah.
I got Buffalo at Houston.
And Buffalo disappointed. Houston been riding high. I'm going to go Houston.
I think Buffalo bounces back on this one.
Nice.
I'm going Buffalo.
I'm going H-Town, yeah.
I got Las Vegas at Denver.
Hey, Vegas picked up one. God, Denver's weird, man. Bo Nix. Ugh. I'm going to go the Raiders.
Man, I'm picking Denver.
I'm picking Vegas, yeah.
I saw his stat line this week when I was watching that game. I think he was like 4 for 8 for -6 yards.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was early in the game, but man, how the fuck does that happen?
God damn it. Oh, I was hitting the fucking fart button. All right. So, Arizona at San Francisco.
Oh, I'll go San Fran.
Oh, yeah. San Fran for me, too.
Oh, y'all know I'm picking San Fran, yeah.
All right. And Green Bay at Los Angeles Rams.
I'll go Green Bay.
I'm going to go Green Bay.
LA, yeah.
And we got New York Giants at Seattle.
I'll go to Seattle.
I'm going to go Seattle.
I'm going to Seattle, yeah.
And we got Dallas at Pittsburgh.
Good game. I'm going to go Dallas on that.
Yeah, I'm picking Dallas as well.
Well, Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yeah. And then the Monday night game, New Orleans at Kansas City.
Damn, that'll be a good game. God, I'm going to go New Orleans.
Going Kansas City.
I mean, y'all know it's fucking Pat Mahomes all day, Kansas City, yeah.
Well, they usually find a way to win somehow. It just doesn't matter. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that team, but they always win. Even if they're losing in the beginning, they seem to always pull it out.
Yeah, they do, man. They're a good team. NFL's been fun to watch this year. I've actually gotten more into it this year. Really enjoyed watching. Like I said, I'm kind of getting on a Baltimore kick, so maybe I'll change my team.
Oh yeah. Yep. So those are our picks, and we'll see what we do next week, everybody. Anything big happening this week?
I don't have anything. Gonna be busy at work this week. It's gonna be pretty full. Like I said, I'm trying to get to the next 2 weeks. Gonna try to get to these. Hit my birthday. I took a week off. I'm gonna try to just enjoy some downtime. Maybe try to get into some fishing. I kind of go back and forth on hobbies, man. And when I kind of hit it, I try to just take advantage of it because I know that feeling is fleeting sometimes. When you get really into something, start doing everything with it, and then all of a sudden, like 3 weeks later, you're like, hey, you're not as into it anymore. I usually get that with fishing 2 or 3 times a year, though. So it's not like an everyday love. But right now, man, I'm really wanting to catch some stuff. Get me some nice catfish slabs, grill them up or fry them, and share it with the boys. So going to try to plan that weekend. Not really great for college football. No big games. don't really have any plans otherwise. Just trying to make it for the weekend. You're going to be out doing some NASCAR driving.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting in my car, fucking trying to avoid white trash. Well, no. I don't know, man. It's just I don't have a problem with NASCAR. It's just fucking I don't know. It's just boring to me. But like, it's not even that. So I don't want to be out there on the weekend and fucking trying to fucking do an event or whatever. I don't know. It's just stupid shit.
Doug did that one year, and he worked like the hot dog stand, and he ended up hooking up with the lady that owned it.
Damn.
I swear.
Are you serious? Is she hot?
I think she's older at the time. I can't remember, but not bad, but not great, man. She probably smelling like a hot dog.
Man, it sounds like hot dog water.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yes!
You're fired.
Man, fuck that shit.
It's a true story though, but yeah, he worked there. God, that was like 15 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, something like that. Did the like Talladega for a weekend and was trying to make some extra side money. I don't even know. I think whoever he worked with, they knew somebody or their wife knew this chick and she needed help in her hot dog stand.
Man, he was saying hot dog.
I would die.
Dogs.
God, if I went down there and I saw that shit, I would lose it.
Damn, that's fucking funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
ask me about
man.
that. That'd be a good podcast story.
I mean, all right. Well, hell. Had a good show, man. Had some people stop by. Had some fucking what up, Short Pants Robert in the house. Light Bright stopped by and Nadav in the house, man. So not too bad.
Let me kiss. Yeah, man. You know, I've actually thought about doing a recording on some midnight. And if you ever wanted to jump in on one, I actually kind of may have a couple of plans that you could do one night if you wanted to rock with me on one of those podcasts.
That's cool, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, it could be a good cross-platform, man. All this time of year, the hits go up with the Halloween. Everybody likes that stuff. I try to do mine seasonal, man. I can't. I really like doing this one once a week. And you know how it is, man. In March, there's not really much talking about ghost stories. So it's good for the colder months. And I think it's been fun. And they've still done well. So we might do some stuff for October. I'll put some ideas to you. It'd be good for all the podcasts to get along, join together.
There you go, my friend. All right, that one when you put the kid in with it, man, y'all had like 8K hits on that one.
Man, it went crazy. I don't know why, but I think it was I marked it kid friendly because most of them I do not. So I don't know if it was just more appealing to people to have it as kid friendly. I had another one. Apparently, one of my YouTube videos had done like 6K or something like that. One of my buddies told me about that. He said, man, that one actually got, and I haven't checked it. I wish I could stay consistent with it, man. But like I said, it kind of seasonal. I kind of recognize that. Probably could do it all year round, but there's so many people that do it. But I guess, you know, one of those things, man. I enjoy doing it how I do it. So gonna keep at it.
Hell yeah. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, 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 bing. All right, folks. So we're shutting it down for the night. It's been a good one. I hope all of you had a good night tonight. Oh, Jay Wiggy, you have any parting thoughts and or quotations before we get out of here for the evening?
You know what? Why not? Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you'll be successful. Albert Schweitzer.
Oh, Albert Schweitzer. Yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know many Alberts.
No, I don't know any.
Da-da-da-da. What about you, Whis?
I'm just saying, I hope all y'all have a good week, and how much you want, motherfucker?
All right, man. All right, check out the old episodes. Hit follow, subscribe. We're also on YouTube, even though we don't do like video streams or podcasts or anything, but We are on YouTube, so go subscribe if you want to over there too. That'd be cool. Like I said, check out the old episodes. I hope all you guys have a great week and weekend coming up. We'll be back again Monday, 9:30 Central Time. Make sure you tune in, and then just check us out, hang out, call in if you want to, and hang out with the boys. So hope all you have a good one. We will see you then. Holler at your boy.
He's so down.